In this screencast, I'm going to demonstrate how to create concept maps in two wonderful online, easy-to-use tools, the Google Drawing application within Google Drive and Glyphy.com. Both of these are free to use, and they make making concept maps individually and collaboratively very easy and very professional looking. So first of all, we're going to look at the Google Drawing program, and to get to that, you can either log into your Google account and then choose Drive from the top menu, or go to drive.google.com, log in, and you will be taken to your cloud storage space. If you click on Create and choose Drawing, that will take you to the application to actually create a drawing. And the first thing that you'll want to do is to give it a title. The sample concept map that I'm going to model for you has to do with learning theories and models of teaching. And I'm not going to develop this concept map fully, but just start it in both of these applications to show you some of the features. So I'm going to give that concept map a title, and then there are a lot of different things you can do in Google Drawing. You can import pictures, you can do text, you can do shapes, and I'm just going to show you what you need to know to create a simple concept map. So we're going to start with some shapes. Go to the Insert, Shapes, and choose a shape. Now when you're creating a concept map, you'll want to create a certain shape for one level of your concept map. So for mine, I'm going to organize my models of teaching around the learning theories. So for the learning theories, I'm going to choose a triangle. And I'm just going to draw two learning theories on my screen. For this example. Okay. And then if I double click in the shape, it'll give me the cursor flashing, which means that I can type some text. So I'm going to type in one learning theory, and I'm just going to pull it to allow me to have some more space for my text. So we're going to look at what models of teaching fall under behaviorism and cognitivism. And I can just expand the shape where I need it to be, and I can drag the corners to make it a little bit bigger if I need to. And now I'm going to put some circles for a couple of models that would fall under each of these. So under behaviorism, we might look at a model of teaching called mastery learning. And you can copy and paste elements within your concept map using Google Drawing. I just used my Control-C keyboard function there. And then I'll type in another such model, direct instruction. And again, I'm not going to fully flesh out this concept map. Just for this example, I want to show you a few concepts on the map. And then I'm going to show some relationship between the theory and the models. So I'm going to need to have a line. So I'm going to go Insert, and I'm just going to use a line, but there are a lot of different options for what you can do. And I'm going to connect my theory to my two models of teaching. And you can change the color, the formatting of the text. The one downside of the Google Drawing tool is that we're kind of limited on space. So you would have to make your concept map much smaller to have many more concepts than just a few. I've made it very big in this screencast just for demonstration, but you probably have to do it much smaller to have a number of concepts on the space that's provided. The next tool that I'm going to show you, Glyphy, has more space, but if you have a Google account and you want to try Google Drawing, this is a good tool. So before we finish up with the Google Drive drawing tool, I want to show you how to share your concept map. So when you create a concept map, if you don't do anything about the sharing part, it's going to be private, which means that even if you try to post it somewhere, it's not going to be publicly viewable for anyone besides yourself. So you need to go through the process of sharing, and that is located in the upper right. You just click share. And as you can see, by default, the concept map is private. And see, there is a link that's available, but if you gave this link to somebody without changing the viewing settings, it wouldn't be viewable. So we're just going to click change, and I like to put my concept maps as either anyone with the link or public on the web. This particular concept map doesn't really have any reason for me to make it private, so I'm just going to make it publicly viewable. And then you can change the access. So if you wanted other people to be able to edit it and add more information on your concept map, you can provide the editing privileges. If you wanted to collaborate with other people on this concept map, that would be a great way to do it. Just make it public, change it to can edit, save your settings, and then you can take that link, just copy it and send it to somebody. There's also an option to invite people on to collaborate on your concept map, and you can put in their Google accounts addresses there, and that will invite them to collaborate on the concept map. So that is the Google Drawing tool. The other tool we're going to look at is Glyphy.com. Now you can try out Glyphy just by clicking the Try It Now Free button. And if you do that, that'll allow you to create a concept map, but you won't be able to share it or save it. You'll have to do something like print it out or take a screen grab of it, because you won't be able to have the tools of sharing and saving. So if we go back to the main Glyphy screen, you can see that there's a login, and you can create an account, or you can actually use one of your social media accounts. I'm going to use my Google account, so I'm going to click the Google+. And I've already gone through the process of linking my Google account to Glyphy, and basically it just walks you through those steps. You need an email verification, and that's about it. So it brings you to this screen, and I am now logged in. So I have created a diagram called Learning Theories and Models of Teaching that I'm going to use for my demonstration. But when you come into your Glyphy account, you'll see that it'll walk you through the process of creating a new diagram. There are some templates available, as well as just an empty canvas that you can start from. So again, the first thing that you're going to want to do is click on the File and the Save button, and that'll allow you to give a name to your concept map. And then, just like in Google Drawing, you're going to put some shapes on the canvas that's available. But as you can see with my scroll bars on the bottom and the right, I have a very large canvas in Glyphy.com. The shapes are organized by categories. They have basic shapes and shapes that are associated with computer parts and flow charts and other kinds of drawings. So you can look through those, or you can just make do with the basic shapes. So again, I'm going to use a triangle for my learning theories, and I just click on the shape and I drag it and drop it onto my canvas. And it opens up that blinking cursor text area, and I'm going to go ahead and type in my first theory. I'm going to make it a little bit wider so that it fits. And then I'm going to drag and drop again. Type in my next concept and make it a little bit bigger. And it allows you to align. As you can see, when I pull it down, it shows me what I'm aligning to. And then I'm going to use the circles for the models of teaching. I can either get the circles from the left under the basic shapes, or the circle and the square are also available in the top menu because they are a very frequently used shape. And if you use them from the top, then you would draw it. Alright, so to show the linkages, you can do straight lines or use the connector tool. Let me show you the connector tool. You just choose one of the areas that you want to connect from, and then choose an area to connect to, and you can see that it allows you to bend that line a little bit. You can also edit the line properties and add some text. So if you wanted to show some kind of relationship, preposition, behaviorism is exemplified in mastery teaching, so you could put is exemplified right there on that line if you wanted to. I'm going to connect my other model here. And you can click and drag and move these shapes around just like you want them to be. There are some options to change the themes of your concept map, the color schemes. If you wanted to make the coloring brighter. And as you can see, it changes the color schemes for the different levels as long as I have consistency in my triangles being on the theories level and my circles for the models of instruction. There are options to collaborate on these concept maps. So if I choose the share and collaborate option, I can add email addresses for friends that I want to collaborate on this concept map. It's kind of like the share option in the Google Drawing. And they create a URL that you can use to share as well, and you'll need to invite them to be able to edit it. Once you're finished and you've saved your concept map, there are a variety of ways to share it with others, share the published version of it. You can export it in different file types, like a graphic file. You could print it and have a printed copy and scan it back in, or take a picture of it. You can share and publish, and this is a very easy way to share. Here are the privacy settings at the top. You'll want to choose public, or else you're the only one that's going to be able to see it. And then you will take either the interactive web page address and just copy that, or they provide you an image link. So this would just show up as a PNG image, and you can choose the size of it. And they even give you code to embed it on a blog or a website. But you just take that address and you can give it to anyone and share your concept map online, and it's stored on the Glyphy server. So I hope that you take one of these tools and play around with it, learn how it works, and learn how to create concept maps using these great online tools.